Hello, so I'm in post-edit of this video and you may notice at some points that the audio is a bit out of sync. I do apologise for that. I have fixed it as best as I can. The cameras are a little bit laggy in places, but it's something that we are working on for the next video that we record over Discord, but hopefully it's not too bad and hopefully you still enjoy the video.
Right guys, welcome back to the 1893 show as always. It's myself, Alex and Beth. Today, come with more pre-season content. We're going to be ranking the Gillingham FC shirts from over the years. Some are very, very stinky and some are just, as it says on the tier list, should be in the Louvre. Beth, I'm going to leave you to go through the tiers that we've got today and let you take over as you are in control of the tier list.
Right, so we got 32 shirts to rank from Gills' history. And if any of the years on them are wrong, don't blame me because a lot of these were before my time and I got them off a website on the internet. So we got five tiers. Obviously, the creme de la creme, hang it in the Louvre.
The Louvre.
We've got Track 8, a Taylor Swift's Reputation album, Gorgeous.
You're so gorgeous, I can't say anything to your face, 'cause look at your face.
2 Pints, Absolute Stinker, and CD Palencia 16-17 shirt, because that is arguably the worst
if you don't know,
of all time.
chuck it in Google.
It's alright,
for those of you that don't know,
screen.
The 2 pints one, for those of you that don't know, you need to get to know, basically means that after 2 pints, it don't look that bad.
Right, so I guess we'll do it in order. So this first one here, we've got the 1980 to 81 shirt, Adidas, 3 stripes, blue and white, and a little box. Where are you putting it?
I mean, I'm a lover of a classic kit, right? I'm a lover of a classic kit, and that for me, it goes straight in the Louvre.
You know what? I can back it because, yeah, I think it goes in the Louvre. Easy.
Just because it's that basic, it's beautiful.
It is, and I think the 3 stripes with the Adidas, yeah, it's classic, isn't it? Moving on,
Absolute classic.
The 81-82. I ain't got a Scooby what brand this is, but it's got that ugly V-neck. I'm not gonna lie. I know where I'd put it.
V-neck chucks it in stinker for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly.
If you wear V-necks, I apologise, but there's words for people like you.
Yeah, we can't have that here. I just don't think it works. After that, we got 85-86. This little long sleeve number. I'm 50-50 on this one, you know. Between 2 pints.
Go on, hit me. What are you thinking?
Between 2 pints and Stinker, because I don't like it.
See, I want to put it in 2 pints, right? But I feel like it's more than 2 pints. That sort of end of the night, you've not found anyone in your bottom of the barrel dragging, you know what I mean?
Listen, if I saw someone wearing it, like for me, right, a good football shirt is, especially a classic one that you could wear at a festival, right? I don't think you could wear that at a festival. And I think even if you did, I'd be having more than 2 pints there and I don't think it'd look good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I think stinker, and you make a good point. I feel like a decent football shirt you can wear. I mean, I've never been to a festival, don't at me. So I feel like it's something you can wear like casually, not just to the football.
Yeah.
So that's a royal stinker.
Do you think it's more of a stinker than the V-neck or not?
I don't think anything can ever be more of a stinker than the V-neck.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
It's a V-neck.
Right. So then we got this 86-87 number. It's got those booty wavy lines on it.
It's like a fucking Christmas jumper.
Yeah.
It looks like a Christmas jumper.
But I do like the sponsor. This is the Chatham Maritime sponsor. Big fan.
Oh, right, okay.
But
I'm gonna go 2 pints.
I back 2 pints. I back 2 pints. Right. So then we got 87-88. Another V-neck. I don't even need to ask. and I think
You know what? I feel like we put the two V-necks in the wrong place.
where do you
They
think?
need to be bottom tier,
Right, you know what?
like dead bottom tier.
We'll put them there for now, and then we reserve the right to edit at the end.
Absolutely. It's our video. We can do what we want.
And then we've got our final Chatham Maritime shirt sponsor, 87, 88. Listen, this one's ugly. I don't like it.
I don't know what it is about that shirt, right? It doesn't look right.
It doesn't. It looks like turkey football shirt. Do you know what I mean?
2 for £5 kind of thing down the side.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Bloke comes in and the bloke behind you gets it for £3. You know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a stinker.
I think it goes. Is it more of a stinker than this one though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it goes top of the stinker pile. Right. Next one. What season is this? 88, 89. A nice collared number. Now listen. I know collars on a football shirt are, debated a little bit. But I personally am a big fan of a collar. But I don't think this one is quite hang it in the Louvre. But I do think it is track 8 of Taylor Swift's Reputation album. Gorgeous.
I'm gonna back it because it's not the Louvre,
but it's not.
It is pretty gorgeous.
It is.
I'll be honest. But I can vibe with it, so we'll chuck it there.
Right. Next up, we got another Medway Toyota sponsored shirt. A little bit different. This one, we've got the white shoulders and kind of a weird pattern on the blue. At this point, we've still got just the horse as our badge as well. What are your initial thoughts for this one?
It's a little bit stinky, but I don't know if it's the stinker. You know what I mean?
I think it is on the brink between 2 pints and stinker, right? But then I look at what's in stinker and I'm like, you don't belong there,
Yeah, I feel like compared to those two, it actually looks all right. Like end of the night kind of thing. If you're looking at 3 and you're picking out the 3, you're picking that one.
That one.
So maybe that goes sort of top end of 2 pints.
2 pints. Yeah, I'm going to put it at the top of 2 pints. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then we have our last Medway Toyota sponsored shirt, but the first shirt in the list with the current badge in place. We've got those black and white shoulders, which is a little bit edgy. Something funky going on with the collar. And a personal favourite for a football shirt for me, right, is a centred badge. I think that makes a football shirt look really nice.
We're going to disagree on that massively.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a to the side kind of guy. I don't like that at all. It looks like someone's gone, what can we do to look cool? I know, let's make the shoulders look different. Or they got bored of drawing lines.
Yeah. The shoulders for me kind of ruin it, and I think the actual pattern on the blue does look a bit like a picnic blanket.
I think it's a stinker.
I don't think it's a stinker. I don't think she belongs there.
We're giving it a she now.
Yeah, it's a she. But I think I prefer this one to this one.
I just feel like for this, like I can see what they were trying to do with the Christmas jumper one. With this one, I just feel like someone's got bored of drawing lines down the t-shirt.
Okay, I'll put it in
stinker.
stinker.
I can't be after this.
I'll put it in stinker for now. I reserve the right to change it later.
Okay.
Right, next up, this beauty. And we see the introduction of the black stripes. Now, for me, this one, I don't like it purely because you've got the thick black stripe and the thick blue stripe and then like these little thin white stripes. And the contrast of the red and black logo, I hate it.
I think for me, with that one, it doesn't make me think of Gills when I look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of those kits down there, I'm like, yeah, that's Gillingham. But that, I just don't look at it and think that's a Gills kit. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put it. I'm lost on this one.
Yeah, because it's not 2 pints. It's going to take me more than 2 pints to... Like, the way I'm thinking at it is, like, would I buy it for myself? No. In which case, would I buy it for myself when I was drunk? No. So, therefore, it's either got going stinker or CD Palencia 16, 17. I think it does go in... Oh, right. Here's my thing, though. I feel like these two are kind of fine where they are. It's this one here that's throwing the stinker category off for me. I think this goes down.
I think yes, but I also think we're missing a category here.
Oh,
And the
really?
category I think we're missing is end of the night kind of vibes. End of the night, you know, if we've got 2 pints in there, I feel like end of the night, because there's a few that we've said like they're not 2 pints, but they're also not stinkers. Like, it's the end of the night. If you're feeling a little bit wavy, you don't want to go home alone, you're picking one of those. You know what I mean? I feel like we're missing that category.
That's fine. What should we call it? End of the night.
End of the night, yeah.
So what do you put in there then?
The one we were just speaking about, I feel like it's an end of
This
the night
one?
kind of vibe, I'm going to be honest.
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a stinker.
For
I
me,
think
that's
this
an
is-
end of the
I
night.
think this is an end of the night.
Okay, yeah, no, I can get on that. I can get on that. No, you know what? I can agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that
Okay.
vote.
Okay. This is the current formation. On to the next. Another shirt sponsored by Invicta FM. Now look, I quite like this one. I like the simplicity of it. I like the collar. I like how on the sleeves, you know, you've got that little tone of red which matches with the sponsor. I think it works for me. I think it works.
It does. I don't know if it does it for me. I'm thinking I might need a little bit of help to love it, and 2 pints.
2 pints would do that.
Like, it's good,
But it's not.
but you're not taking it home to your mum.
Yes. You're not hanging it in the Louvre, and it's not track 8 of Taylor Swift's Reputation album. God, that's a mouthful, isn't it?
Oh my god. This
Right.
is going to go over the head of some people as well, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'll be sure to edit it such that it works nicely. Right. Next up, we've got this beautiful little number. Now, listen, it's very similar to the previous one, except we have got that central badge, which I'm a big fan of. I know you said you're a to the side kind of guy. Kind of the same sort of theming with the sleeves, but for me, the sponsor on this one is just a little bit better. There's just something about your football shirt that's saying cool on it that makes it a bit cool, you know?
I actively don't like central badges. I feel like they need to be to the side. I don't know if that's just personal preference or whether it's because of growing up. And something for me as a footballer, right, and playing with it,
Yeah.
when it's in the middle, it just irritates me.
Okay.
I can go as high as 2 pints.
As high as 2 pints. You know what?
If you want to overrule me, you can.
You know what? I'm going to put it end of the night. Because the
Jess,
thing
I'm
that,
so happy
the thing
about
that this one has, well, this one, sorry, it has that this one doesn't, is the collar. And I do like a collar on a football shirt, which our next entrant has. This, for me, could be hang it in the Louvre.
Ooh.
I think it could be.
Oh, is it going in the Louvre?
I think it is.
Shout out to Harlem, my man.
Always growing up, right, I never liked the black and blue Gills stripes, right? I always saw Gills as blue and white, right? But there's just something about this shirt. And like I said, the sponsor, for me, always makes a shirt. And I'm very thankful that in our history, we've never had like a gambling sponsor or anything like that because they ruin a shirt. But this one, for me, it could be in the Louvre.
There are very few football shirts that make it in the Louvre for me. There is a couple on this list that absolutely do make it into the Louvre. That's not one of them for me.
That's not one of them.
That's a Taylor Swift for me.
That's a Taylor Swift.
I have a very high standard when it comes. I think that looking at that list that we've got down there,
okay,
there's 2 that make it into the Louvre for me that's left. Maybe 3 at a push.
Okay, we'll keep it in Taylor Swift for now, because we've got basically a near-on identical version of the shirt.
Yeah, I feel like they go next to each other.
I feel like they just go hand in hand. I feel like the Medway news sponsor is equally just as good. Nice, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, I actually own this shirt, right? And I don't actually think it is.
Is that the one you wore the other day?
It is, yeah. What can I say? I pull it off, but I don't think it's Track 8 of Taylor Swift's Reputation album.
You know what, right? And now you said that you pull it off, this is going to look sus, right? I really, really like that shirt. Like, I really like it. If I was buying a classic shirt to wear, I'm buying that.
But then would you put it in the Louvre?
I don't know if I put it in the Louvre.
Don't know if you put it in the Louvre.
No,
but
it's
then,
not.
Like, I think if you look at it along these 3 other shirts in this one, it has to go down one. And I think it sits in nicely in 2 pints with what else is going on in there.
Yeah, I agree. Let's chuck it in 2 pints for now,
Okay.
and then we can review.
Right. Next up, a SEAFRANCE sponsor.
Bin. Every single one that's got SEAFRANCE on it, bin. It's such a shit sponsor.
I think this
It's horrific. Yeah. They all go.
Look, I think this one goes in absolute stinker, right? Because next up, we have this one. And that's got a bit of a V-neck, so it automatically goes in CD Palencia 16, 17.
Agreed.
And then this one also goes in stinker because why have we got hoops on our shirt instead of stripes?
Exactly. SEAFRANCE sponsor for me was possibly one of the worst periods of football shirts at Gillingham Football Club. I've got to be honest.
It's up there with Medway Council, but we'll get on to that. Right, this one up next is arguably one of my more preferred Gills shirts, actually. In terms
I do quite like it.
In terms of style, I'm not 100% sold on the sponsor, right? But I like it. And I think it sits nicely there.
I don't think it does.
Oh, where do you think it's?
I don't. I think it's a 2 pint kind of thing. Like if we put in the Medway News one in 2 pints, that's a 2 pinter as well.
I don't know.
For me,
I think I just like the contrasting colour. You know, on this one it's obviously all blue, and then you've got these little white detailings on there. But on this one you've got, you know, the white sleeves and the contrasting white collar. But I'll keep it in 2 pints.
I can see your argument.
I'll keep it in 2 pints for now. I feel like the Christmas tree one might have to move down to end of the night.
Yeah, Christmas tree needs to go end of the night. 100%.
It's taken me more than 2 pints to want to stick that on. Right, next up, we got this bad boy. It's not 2 pints. It's going to take me more than 2 pints to like that. For some reason, I kind of get the vibe with this shirt, right? That it's going to be oversized, but not in a cool, fashionable way. Do you know what I mean? That's one of them. Turn up to Sunday League and you got the baggy shirt on. It's got to fit like
fat Johnny that turns up every 5 weeks.
You know when like you forget your PE kit in school, right? And you got to go into lost property. It's like that.
Yeah, that's a stinker for me.
Yeah, I think it's a stinker.
That's a. That's a stinker.
Next up, KRBS.com what time of sponsor this was. What are your initial thoughts on this one?
I feel like you're not going to agree with me on this shirt, right?
Are you going to
For
stick
me,
it in the Louvre?
No, it's a stinker.
It's a stinker.
Opposite end. For me, it's a stinker. Like, what on earth is going on with those armpits? Like, whose bright idea was it? You know what? Let's just put white armpits on a football shirt. I feel like you don't agree.
I'm in an hour in between stinker and end of the night because I know what comes next, right? And I think this is better than the next KRBS shirt we have.
Okay, no, I can get on board with that because the next one is also
worse.
an absolute
But
stinker.
then we could put that in stinker and then we'll bring up the next shirt now. This one. Does that sit nicely in there
Yeah,
with
you
the
know
others?
what?
I think it does.
Yeah, no, I'm on board with that. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You make a very valid point.
Yeah, valid. Right. Up next.
I like this shirt, apart from the sponsor. Everything else about the shirt, I love. Give me M's on the front of that, and I'm on it.
The thing is, though, right? It can't go in here for me because the sponsor ruins it for
No.
one, and there's no collar. But then I stick it in 2 pints, and I look at what's below it in end of the night.
I don't think it's on par with Christmas jumper. You know what I mean?
Not, yeah, I think 2 pints is valid. Okay, this next one
2 pints, yeah, it's probably fair.
holds a bit of sentimental value for me. This is the first ever Gills shirt I owned.
You know what? Snap.
Really?
We're obviously very similar age and started to watch Gills at a very similar age. For me, it goes. You know what? It's not one of the ones I was going to put in the Louvre, but because of the sentimental value,
It goes in the Louvre.
it goes in our Louvre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the first kit I ever watched Gills in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting there, we were playing Oxford United. I was in the Medway stand. The bloke in front of me started having an argument with the Oxford United defender, and that's the moment I fell in love with Gills. So it's got to go in the Louvre.
I'm pretty sure this
I've
season
still got that kit somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I have all the variations of it. So we had this one. We had the black.
The pink one.
Got the pink one, and then the goalkeeper one was like a green and blue one as well, if you remember. That was the only stinker in that season for me. I think the black and blue was really nice, and I thought the pink one was a nice little touch. Yeah, I think it goes in the Louvre.
It was.
Right, next up,
100%.
the title winning season.
Don't even need to talk about Louvre. That kit is top tier. Everything about that kit, I love. Right? Don't get me wrong, right? The away kit was definitely better than the home kit.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But the sentimental value behind it, the kit itself was beautiful. And there's something about being able to tie a bow in my football kit that just hit different.
Listen.
I love that kit.
I get it. And I think it does go in the Louvre for all the reasons you said. The sentimental value, the history behind the shirt itself, the badge that was on it, the drawstrings, really nice touch. But for me, I just wish that I know this only really became a thing like in recent years, like buying a shirt that didn't have a sponsor on it. But for me, the sponsor ruined the shirt this season because I don't think it fit in with the
Yeah, I feel like if you take the sponsor of the shirt, it definitely has more sentimental. But I'm glad it's a sponsor that it is, because again, as we'll see with the shirts that we've got oncoming, it is a sponsor that's been around for many, many years. So I get it. And if we're putting it in the Louvre, one of the only reasons I put it in there is because the away kit was so beautiful.
Maybe we have to do an away kit one, right? Maybe that's next.
I feel like we have to. We will have to. If you want to see that, let us know down below.
Right. So
At the
next
moment,
up,
I'm just pointing at you, but you can edit this in a way that I'm not.
So next up, we kind of got a shirt that's very similar to this one that we've got in the Louvre, right? But from a few seasons later, this one has the GFC Leisure production, right? And those shirts for me were a bit stinky anyway. And I don't think it's kind of like, you know, on this one here, we've got two very similar shirts, basically, nigh on identical, but you know, we've got a different sponsor. You know, there are a couple of telltale differences. In this, all we've got is the production, right? And
I don't like it as much as I like the other one. I don't think it goes all the way down the bottom. I think it's an end of the night for me. I don't think it's as bad as some of the ones we've got on the bottom.
Maybe it goes end of the night because
I just think it's like you've gone to order. You've gone to order the one in the Louvre, right?
Yeah.
And you've ordered it off Wish, so they've sent you that one kind of vibe, you know what I mean?
But at the end of the night, you can't tell. I get you.
Exactly. You're not going to notice the sponsor or the maker, you know what I mean?
Okay. Right. I feel like this one could be a bit controversial. Thoughts?
Oh, go on, I'll let you start.
Right. I own this shirt, okay? I own it. I've got a name print on the back of it. So clearly at the time, something implored me to buy it. But I do think it is a stinker.
I completely disagree with you.
Oh, you're going to put it in the Louvre, aren't
Everything about this shirt. Everything about this shirt is beautiful. Chef's kiss. Right? That shirt, I look at it and I think, I can see man like Cody Mack in that shirt. The minute I think about it, it goes in the Louvre for me, 100%.
I don't think it does. Right? And here are my reasons. Number one, having owned the shirt itself, the texture of the shirt is horrific. It doesn't feel like a football shirt, and it doesn't fit like a football shirt, if that's the correct wording of that. But if we're talking on just like an aesthetic surface level, how it looks, right? I don't know, just the collar for me, it wasn't doing enough. I don't know. I don't know.
That shirt for me, I sent it to you the other day, didn't I? And I was like, I need this in my life. Like it's just beautiful. But
I'll put it in. I can't put it in the Louvre. I'm very sorry. I cannot. I will put it in Taylor Swift.
It goes into my Louvre. All right. What you were saying, it goes in your stinker. So.
I mean, in that case, if we meet
Very
in the middle,
rare.
it goes in 2 pints. But I'll put it in this one.
If you want to, you know what? If you want to chuck it in 2 pints, you can chuck it in 2 pints.
No, because then I look at what's next to it in 2 pints. I'm like, okay, maybe it is above. So yeah, I'll put it there, but it's at the bottom of this one.
Okay.
All right, this next shirt. How's it going? I think it goes.
I don't like it.
I think it goes in.
Yeah.
In this category at the bottom, the CD Palencia.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Listen, I just don't back. It's not even hoops, really, is it? It's like, I don't know.
It's
Who's
just
designed that,
shit.
man? It is, yeah.
I haven't got an explanation. It's just shit.
You know, like every now and then, like a few years ago, I don't know if we've done one recently, where like you'd vote, like you'd pick which shirt you'd want us to wear, right? If this was one of the ones that was fan voted, and I will try to find out if it was. Why? I hope to God it isn't.
Then what on earth are you lot voting for?
Yeah, true. Okay, next up. Oof. This one. And for me, this is arguably one of the worst. It's not even got
look, I can see what they were trying to do with it.
It's not even got the
I
stripes
can see what they was
way,
trying
like, consistently
to
in the
achieve.
shirt.
Exactly. Like, I can see what they was trying to go for. You know, the throwback with the black stripes. It didn't work.
They've
It
just
didn't work.
I think it goes in the stinker, but argument for it could
It's a
go in this
stinker.
one purely because it's got the Medway Council logo on it. I'm already from Gillingham. I don't need reminding. I'll put it in stinker.
Yeah, no, it goes bottom tier. Bottom tier.
Bottom tier.
If it had anyone but Medway Council on it, then I wouldn't say bottom tier, but that's bottom tier.
Sponsor ruins it. Right, next up, here we go.
Big up Medway Council, by the way.
I quite like this one personally. I feel like it's kind of everything you want from a modern day football shirt, you know what I mean? That isn't trying to be like a retro throwback with like a collar or anything like that. I think it is a nice modern football shirt. That's all I really have to say.
I'm Taylor Swifty on this.
You're Taylor Swift. You know what? I can back the Taylor Swift on it, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm Taylor Swifty on this. 100%.
I think as far as like modern Gills shirts go, it's up there. A shirt for me that isn't up there
I agree.
is this next one. And the only reason it isn't, and I think everyone knows why, is because why does it have that stupid bit under the badge that says the lost year? It was COVID, do you know what I mean? It wasn't lost. Where'd it go? Like, that ruined the shirt for me. And also the fit of these shirts was absolutely stinking. It goes in...
Oh, look, I can see why the lost year was put on there because of what was happening sort of prior in that season that was ultimately told to go and do one because of COVID. I'm going to back you on End of the Night. I don't like it overly. If it didn't have that under the badge, I'd probably like it a little bit more. But again, it's a bit similar. They've tried, but they've not quite executed that throwback with the stripes.
And then lastly, we've got this final one, which for me is just kind of a B-Tech version of this one up here, so surely it just goes in 2 pints, right?
Gonna disagree.
Where do you think it goes?
I really, really like this shirt.
More than this one?
Like, I really like it. You know what? I'd push the Louvre with that.
You'd push the Louvre? Nah.
I don't know what it is about the shirt.
Like this one would sooner be
because
I prefer the white detailing on the shoulders and the sleeves than the kind of plainness of this one, you know?
Back that. I can back that. One of them needs to be in the Louvre because of the style of the shirt.
I'd
you know what I mean?
I'd sooner put that one in the Louvre.
I can back that. For me, one of them needs to go in there because then I feel like we've hit sort of every style of shirt in the Louvre.
You know what though? Did you know what we don't have in the Louvre? We don't have a collared shirt. And we both said that we like a collared shirt and there isn't a single one. But we do have obviously...
I have a collared shirt in the Louvre. You don't.
Yeah, I'm not putting that in there. I would rather not have a collared shirt in the Louvre.
Exactly.
Right, is there any...
Wow.
Is there anything on the list that you would like to change?
No, you know what? I think I'm happy with that.
I'm
happy with that.
I am happy with that. Happy days. Look at that.
You know what, actually?
Go on.
The black and blue stripes with cool on it.
This one?
I think makes the Louvre.
Really?
Yeah, I think it makes the Louvre.
But then we've got more in the Louvre than we have in... I feel like the Louvre has to be an elite of the elite. Do you know what I mean?
Be the creme de la creme.
The creme de la creme.
Yeah, then it doesn't make it.
Sorry, you're banging there. There we go. That's our rankings of the all the home shirts we could find in Gillingham FC history. If you want to see us do an away version of this, drop a like, leave a comment, let us know. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Up the Gills.
Up the Gills.